Hey, my lovely Willow Vibes Tribe members. I'm Jessica from Willow Vines Intuitive Vibes, and I'm here to do a collective message. Today is Tuesday, July 18th, 2023. If you care to know the date, don't get hung up on dates and times because time is fluid, and whenever it resonates with you, please like, comment, share, and subscribe. Stick around. Hope you do stay. I would love it if you would. Are you ready for your close up? I don't know, that's what it felt like I just did. Like, in your face. Maybe some of you are doing that, like, even if you're not doing it to another person, you might be thinking that, feeling that way, like, in your face, mofo, ha ha, that kind of thing. You or somebody else might be feeling that way. I don't know, someone's been taking a very long time to get their ish together, you know what I mean? I don't know what this is exactly. Because when I first, like, before I hit record, I was shuffling, getting the energies going. And I was like, it's just so slow. Like something feels so, like what the, I, maybe communication's slow. Someone doesn't know what to say because there's someone who is thinking. I don't know. These are opposing energies. When we have the raw, I'm not going to say their names because with the writing, sometimes they screw it up. But regardless, I've had these cards since I was a teenager. This is very fast moving energy, and this is like, I'm just kind of thinking, like, what the, something might be moving forward really fast, and someone doesn't have enough time to think, because I need more time to think, you know, shit like that. But then we have this slow-mo here, Gyu, the slow, which is funny, because I felt this energy before it even showed up, because I didn't even take the deck out, and I was like, why is this so slow? Like something's moving forward extremely slow. It's either within a project, your career, relationship, just some type of forward movement. And I'm not saying you guys are stuck and stagnant. It could be someone you're dealing with or you yourself, but it just feels like slow progress. But for some reason, it feels like whoever, I don't know, it's like a slow climax basically, because it's like, you know, it just making me think of is those motorized chairlift things for the stairs. So if people can't climb up and down the stairs, you're just like, like we'll get upstairs eventually. So the ascension process might be really slow for someone because they're figuring things out. I don't feel like it's really most of you guys. It could be depending on who's watching, but there's just like a slow ascension. I'm waking up slowly. Oh, that's probably why I heard I'm not awake yet. Someone's waking up to a situation, to something very slowly. And you know what's sad is it's making me feel with death here that this slow ascension process for someone, like it's taking them so damn long to wake up, to see clearly that something's already ended, and by the time they finally go, oh my goodness, I'm woke, I see, it's already dead and gone. That's kind of what it feels like. Love isn't a race, and I've said that a million times, but whatever this is, I mean, it could be in a love situation. It just feels like not paying attention and just like going through life in slow-mo. Like, I don't know, there's like, whatever this is, it's like forward movement, but it almost feels halted. And someone's doing it to themselves, like whatever that is. But yeah, there's an ending here. For some of you, this slow, stagnant energy where it's just like, when the hell are we going to reach the peak? You know what I mean? When, like the climax of the movie, the grand finale of the fireworks, when the hell's the show going to start? Well, it's going to start soon for some of you because someone's putting an end to this level of stagnancy, whether it's you or them. And that might wake someone up when they realize, oh crap, this is over. Shit. I took too fucking long. I better step up my game, kind of thing. Yeah, something like that. Someone needs to step up their game. Probably wondering how to do that. It's kind of what it feels like. But alrighty, so Anyways, I'm on Patreon. Individual zodiac sign reads are over there. I just posted Leo's last night. And I'll have more to come, plus all the other ones in prior months are on there that could resonate with you now. Any denomination, you can increase, decrease anytime, cancel at any time. No obligation to you, my dears. And I'm on Facebook. I also have openings for personals. Just email me. All the info for everything is in the box below. I love you guys so much. Just the fact that you guys think of me and hit that thumbs up button, it means the world to me. It really does help. And commenting helps me pick up on your energy as well. So you just got a feeling. You got a feeling you just can't shake. That little voice inside you. Listen to that shit. Someone needs to end the stagnancy. Someone needs to end the stagnancy. But a lot of you, your intuition is screaming at you like, do this, don't do that. Like whatever it is, you just got this inner feeling. You know when you can't quite put your finger on something, but you're like, all right, energetically, I know something's coming. I feel it. Like, I don't know what it is, but I feel it. I feel it. And it just keeps intensifying. And then you're like, okay, well, maybe it's this or maybe it's that. Someone might be thinking too much, like thinking of every scenario because they have a feeling. I'm not saying that you're wrong or right in doing that, but your feeling isn't wrong, but what you're thinking could be. It just depends on, you know, where your mind is going, because whoever this is going to resonate with, it's like this. Like, it's not just one thing, you know what I mean? When the time is right, it will fully come to you, but you're picking up on, it's predictive energy, so you're picking up on someone's intentions of moving towards you for whatever reason. And in my head, I just heard, is it bad? Well, the next card is, you are being shady. You, them, someone. Watch out, shit could get ugly. So yeah, it could be bad. It could be bad. Someone's being shady. Shake, 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 Sonora. Shake your body line. Makes me think of Beetlejuice, which is kind of funny because, like, I don't know, it's a couple years ago now. I don't know, off and on I've mentioned it because I used to say, like, Beetlejuice references and stuff, you know, where the door lights up and the crack and stuff. Well, what's funny is in Vermont, that's where they're filming Beetlejuice too, and I didn't know that. Someone told me that just recently. That would be a cool place to go check out, just saying, like, the set and everything. Of course, when I was considering going, that's when they were starting to film. That would have been epic. Oh well, regardless, I don't know why the hell I'm talking about that, but that popped in here. You just have a feeling. The color purple or blue, because this is like a bluish purple. It's more blue. I don't know, the word ha, like ha ha, is standing out to me. That little voice inside you, listen to that shit. Watch out, shit could get ugly. I feel like this is two separate energies. I feel like you do feel something coming. Listen to your intuition and watch out, because there's probably someone that doesn't have the best of intentions around. For whatever reason, it could be mild or major. It just depends on your situation. We'll look into it. But it's almost like your intuition's warning you. Something to do with hit. I don't know if it's a hit on someone or like getting hit. Could even be, you know, car accident. So, oh, I got hit by a car. I hit a whatever. But something to do with hit, whatever that means. I just heard a hit and run. Someone, that wouldn't be intentional. That's a side thing. You could either witness a hit and run, or there's something significant to do with a hit and run. Has that already, it hasn't happened yet. Okay, that's what it is, because, well, that's something small. That's not for everyone. I don't know why that's in here, but A hit and run could be significant. And it was making me think of two different cases that I've come across over the years or whatever. One of them is one where it's in another state, whatever. I just saw it online somewhere a while ago, and it's popping up, but that person never got caught. And then the other one I'm thinking of is it actually happened in the state that I live in years ago, and that person that hit the other person never got caught either. So there's a similarity there. I don't know, there's going to be a hit and run. I don't know if it's going to be someone you know, you yourself. I don't think it's you yourself. It could be someone you know, or you're going to witness it, or someone's going to witness it. I guess the reason it's coming up is if it happens and there's a witness, make sure to get the details of the vehicle and stuff like that, because it could end up being another unsolved case. I don't know if this person's going to pass or not, because we do have the death card here. Like, that's what's making me think of with accidents. It's very slow motion. When an accident happens, because if any of you have ever been in an accident, no matter how, major it was or minor it was, everything happens in slow motion. It's so weird. It's like, because I remember getting into one when I was a teenager, and it felt like an eternity for us to finally hit. We ended up in a fucking pond. I wasn't driving, just saying. And I warned him, but it was shitty outside, and he went off the road because he tried to pass the car when it was icy and stuff, and I told him not to downshift and do that, and he didn't listen. He did it anyways, and we ended up off the road into a mailbox, and I had just unbuckled too because I was putting my sweatshirt on, and we ended up in a pond, and I had to sit out there. Like, he didn't even help me, he didn't check on me, he just jumped out of the vehicle. I'm sitting there in the window, like, poking out, like, all right, well, hopefully someone will come down and get me, because it was middle of winter. I'm like, I ain't getting in the fucking pond, I'll freeze. And I don't know, it was a car full of teenage guys. They come down the hill and they help me out. The guy I was with didn't even care. He bailed, and it was his vehicle. I was like, fuck you. But anyways, it happened in slow motion. It was just like, whoa. So this is going to feel that way for someone. Okay. For others of you where the accident, hit and run, and all that stuff doesn't apply, and you won't know if it applies until it happens, kind of thing. But it would be in a busy area at night, that when it's not that busy though. So it's a busy area during the day, but at night, because this will happen at night with the hit and run thing. But this is almost like watching something happen in slow motion, where I don't know, it's like you predict a problem. It's like, this is going to happen to someone or to yourself. Like, you feel it. You feel a problem approaching. You feel it in your bones. But it's like, when? It's like that slow build up to an end, to the inevitable. It's like watching a disaster unfold in slow fucking motion. That's what it feels like. So this is long-term, ongoing issue with someone or with something. And it's like, that there's a problem. Shit's gonna get ugly, basically. Your intuition is going, yeah, this is gonna be a painful ending. This is gonna suck. But it's just like, I don't know. It's making me think of, like, put on an action movie and then set your device to slow-mo. So all the action scenes, it's like, you know what I mean? That's what this feels like. So whatever that means to you, maybe we'll get more on it. It's something slow. But anyways, all right. So let's see what else. What is this slow? I want one of these. Someone's ego might be a little inflated, and I feel like, because I'm picturing a balloon, the air is getting let out. So if someone's ego is inflated, it's slowly deflating, like losing air. Could be an ego death as well for some of you, and it's a very slow process for whoever to let go of their pride and ego as well. It feels like more than that, but I do feel that in here, like that energy. Alright, so what is up with this slow-mo death? This isn't a slow, painful death. That's not what it is. I don't know. That just popped in my head, but it felt like a question. So no, it's not a slow, painful death or anything like that. I know people do experience stuff like that sometimes, but that's not what this is representing in this energy. No. I just heard good because I don't want to suffer. Does somebody have an illness? Good, because I don't want to suffer. This will be quick and painless. Okay. Scapegoat. Sacrifice, victimize, and pawn. What the fuck? Okay, something to do with either a caps. I don't feel like it's put a cap in your eye. It feels like a bottle cap or cape, you know, like Superman. I'm here to rescue you. Okay. I'm here to rescue you from being victimized. Alright, so I don't feel like any of you are waiting to be rescued. I'm just going to say, because we rescue ourselves, you know, from our past selves and situations, especially when we are empowered. But, victimize. Slowly. For some of you, there's been an ongoing problem where you have been victimized, and it's like, will this ever fucking end? Will they ever get caught? Yes. It's a slow process, apparently, with that. But this also feels like a slow process to, like, a building up of the climax, which actually, that could be the climax of a situation when people get caught doing some baloney. Scapegoat, though, it's like someone's using another person as a scapegoat. Like, framing them, basically. It's kind of what that feels like. Okay, just because the energy's slow doesn't mean that the reading needs to be slow, Spirit. Like, what the fuck? Because that's what it feels like. It feels like the energy and information is coming in so slowly. That it's coming in so slowly. Does somebody have shitty Wi-Fi or something? Let's see. What's going on here? Investigate. Look closely, ask questions, think before acting. This could also just be a slow investigation process, no matter what this is about, especially if it was, you know, if it involves a death or whatever. Like, some investigation is very slow, like looking into a situation for some people. All right, nature, communication, flower energy, fairy energies, and elemental messengers reversed. They're not receiving a message. If this is spirit communication and like spiritual messages, we'll say, someone's not receiving the messages at all, or the correct messages for themselves. Someone hasn't got the message. It's like if spirit, I don't feel like spirit's hinting to anyone. I feel like they're going, here, in your fucking face, and someone's like, what? Huh? I don't know. What's going on? Like, they're ignoring it. Someone's ignoring the warning signs. They're ignoring the messages within themselves even. I'm not just talking tarot and stuff. There's someone who's ignoring the warning signs. Like, if it's a health issue, they're ignoring their own symptoms. Like, oh, I have heart palpitations because I drank too much caffeine. Which, you know, that can happen. But it's more constant than that. Or, you know, I'm passing out. It must be because I didn't eat that much today. You know, there's an excuse for all these symptoms that someone's experiencing, no matter what those symptoms are. It's an underlying health issue. It could have to do with what somebody's consuming on the regular, no matter if it's illegal substances, legal, or just certain types of foods or drink, whatever. or there's just an underlying issue, um, that someone's ignoring all the warning signs within themselves, for their own health and well-being. And they need to pay attention to their body more, is what I want to say, with whoever that is. Could be someone that you know, a friend, family member, or whatever, if it's not you yourself. But this person, you would have either witnessed an episode of whatever episode they have, health wise, or they would have mentioned things to you like, oh, I'm feeling like, what the fuck, or I'm really tired. Because you know how sometimes you stand up too quick, you get lightheaded? That would happen all the time with this person, or very frequently, or numbness, like whatever. There's issues there that somebody's ignoring. And it's their body's way of saying, hello, there's a problem, we need to figure this out. Just because the doctor says you're fine doesn't mean you are, because they might be looking in that little box. Because a lot of times, especially if you're on the younger side, some issues like that, like, okay, say you have a cardiac issue and all your blood work comes back fine, like you don't have a traditional, you don't have clogged arteries and all that stuff, but maybe you have something vascular or whatever it is. You could have a narrowing of an artery, just like I have a right bundle branch block, which just basically means that the left side of my heart fires off more than the right. It's not life threatening to me, because I saw a cardiologist and all that shit. But there are different things that you can either be born with, that can develop at any age, no matter what it is. It doesn't just have to be heart related. That's just the easiest example, because most doctors won't even look into cardiovascular issues for young people, because you're too young for that. You're too young to get cancer. You're too young to have a heart attack. You're too young, blah, blah, blah. No one's too young, So if someone's presenting with certain symptoms, and it's like, okay, say you're 18, 19, you're in your 20s. You're in the prime of your life, basically. You're just starting out. You should be healthy, but not everyone's healthy, because you don't know these people's habits. You don't know what they've done. Did they dabble with drugs and shit when they were teenagers, or are they currently doing it? All that shit plays a role in how our bodies function. You know what I mean? Like right now, I'm feeling really great and I'm healthy, but I do have a bad past. So I could have done damage to myself. And what if, I pay attention. If I start having weird symptoms, I'm honest with my doctor. Like, listen, I've done this crap before for many, many years. Did I fuck my ass up? You know what I mean? Like, you just never know. So don't assume. Doctors need to not assume. And patients need to not assume that just because their doctor says can't be it means it isn't it. That's not true. Take care of yourself and trust yourself. Trust your intuition with your own symptoms and feelings. And for those of you who aren't dealing with a health issue or know anyone who is symptomatic of whatever, it's just listen to your gut feeling about a person, another person, a situation. Like, all right, I have an off feeling. You don't need to know what that feeling represents, because a lot of times, if you stick around to find out, then the problem happens. Do you know what I mean? That might be why Spirit has said before, you don't need to know every step of your life. You don't need to know everything. You just need to have faith. That's where faith comes in. It's like, oh, I think I should go help so-and-so. I think I should talk to so-and-so. I think I should get the fuck out of here. Do it. That's pretty much what it feels like. All must have prizes, trying to please everyone. Someone's ignoring themselves, and they're ignoring a situation because they're trying to keep the peace. They're trying to please every single person in a situation, and that is impossible to do, which is kind of ironic, because I heard that last night. I don't know, it just popped in my head, and I was like, okay. And it wasn't a message for me necessarily. Kind of could be, it just depends, but it's like not, it's like everyone has their own opinions. Just like opinions are like assholes. Everyone's got one, and they're all different. They all function differently, just saying, you know what I mean? But just because someone thinks this way or feels that way doesn't mean that it's right for you. Doesn't mean that they're right for you. Doesn't mean that the situation is conducive to your growth and healing as well. Be careful who you're nice to, is what I want to say, because some of you, I feel like most of you, are very loving and caring. Make sure you listen to yourself when you're being generous, you know, because not everybody is, not everybody's good, you know? Like, for example, this house was like a halfway house for, geez, I don't know, well over a year, like a year and a half, because my son's friends, you know, they're part of a bad crowd. That's how they grew up, the people that they know, but they were pulling themselves away from it. And actually, one of them, when he lived here, he did very well. He would open up to me and talk to me, but then he slipped down that slippery slope and went backwards, and I was like, no, and he was starting to take advantage of my kindness. He thought I could just get away with everything. And actually, he's doing really bad. As far as I know, the problems that have gone on with that kid, it's like, yeah, I dodged a bullet there. But I knew I couldn't help him anymore because I had warned him. It's like, I can be kind and giving and helpful to a certain extent. So that's like the point here. Because not everyone who's in a bad situation actually wants the help. They just want the handout. Do you know what I mean? So just be aware of that with certain people, whether they're, you know, teenagers or not. Because it's making me think of someone who hangs around crappy people, no matter if they're an adult or not. This kind of feels like an adult. It doesn't feel like a teenager. That was just an example of helping someone who didn't want to help themselves and knowing when to stop. And I mean, that he threatened to punch me in the face, and he threatened to kill my kid's father, to shoot him. Like, I mean, it got a little ugly. Just saying. And I was like, wow, pissed off much? Ungrateful, entitled little shit. But adults act that way too when they don't get their way, especially if they're young-minded, you know, or if they're stunted because of whatever lifestyle they're living. Some people just don't give a shit. They put on a great persona though, like, oh, I care, I really like you, you're my friend, but they're not. Is something like that going on for someone? I just heard in my head, the word friend is overused. It really is, because 90% of our quote-unquote friends are just acquaintances. They're just people we know because they don't have our back. You know what I mean? So some of you, that might be the case where you're realizing who your true friend or friends are. And some of you might be going, I literally have no friends. I just have a bunch of people I know. So that's a hard realization conclusion to come to sometimes, when it's like, yeah, that's true. It makes you feel alone, but, you know, at least you're with the best person for you, yourself, until you meet someone who vibes with you. You know what I mean? All right. So give me more. I don't know. There's just a lot of thinking going on today for someone. I keep seeing a plow truck in my head. First I saw like a city or town plow truck, like a big one. But now I'm just seeing like a plow on a truck. Does somebody have, I mean, a lot of people have those, especially in New England or, you know, Midwest and, well, whatever, wherever the fuck there's snow. Yeah, the Midwest has snow. Anyways. Attic space. Something to do with the past and a plow. The past and a plow. Plowing a plow truck. There's suppressed memories here. A suppressed memory. I don't know if you've suppressed certain memories or if somebody else is. Okay. Someone didn't get the message, a past message. Someone didn't get a message from the past about the past. Maybe it has something to do with a plow truck. I don't know. And cleaning. Yeah, plowing. Cleaning up driveways and roads and stuff. Somebody didn't get the message. California could be significant as well. I don't know what that's about, but somebody didn't get the message. Well, what the fuck? It's a karmic cycle. Oh. Warning, kiss off, and cycles. There's a pattern here, and it's going to repeat itself. History will repeat itself. Sometimes with the same fucking faces, you know what I mean? Because I always say different places, different faces, and that's true. History will repeat itself like that, but this feels like, I don't know, history might come up and bite someone in the butt. And it's the same face. Like, it's, I don't know. Because warning and kiss off. Someone didn't get the message. They didn't get the hint. There could have been a spiritual message that was delivered. Or you could have told somebody something. Like, I have this feeling, blah, 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 whatever. They didn't get the message. Either they didn't listen, or they just never heard it, never received it. Because I did say that in Leo's reading. A message was intercepted by a problem. Maybe that's what this is. Like, whatever this message was intercepted and blocked off. So the person who is intended to hear whatever this is, even if it just came straight out of your mouth, they didn't get it. They didn't get the message. They didn't get the warning. They're mad. This person's pissed off because they didn't receive. They don't know that they didn't receive a message. Maybe they will now, but they're mad at you or at a situation because they never received the truth. It's almost like when you, I don't know, you call someone, for example. This is just an example. It can happen by any means. Text, DMs, email, fucking handwrite a letter, whatever, you know. People can intercept messages and calls all the time. Like, for example, you call someone and their spouse or someone within the household or a friend answers the phone, whatever. Someone else answers the phone and they're like, oh, so-and-so's busy. And you're like, okay, well, can you let so-and-so know, blah, 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 whatever, because you need to tell them. And that person's like, oh, yeah, I'll let so-and-so know. And then they never say a fucking thing. They don't tell that person. It could be as simple as that, even if it's not spiritual messages. But I feel like there is something to do. Spirit's letting you know that somebody didn't relay a message, and they should have. They needed to, but they didn't. And they're mad. The name Roy? Roy, whatever that means to you. It's a profession. It was making me think of Roy's, which is a diner. So it could be, you know, some like a diner, a sandwich shop, it was whatever, like Roy's something, if it's a business. Yeah, somebody didn't get the message, whatever it is. Alright, give me more on this attic space. Something to do with a raffle as well. Something's in fucking limbo here. Because this can be about resurrection, you know, when one door closes, another opens. Because if you think about it, like the ancient Egyptians, they believed that the reason why they made mummies in the first place and stuff and embalmed the bodies was because you'd need your body in the afterlife. This was sideways. A situation hasn't fully ended or resurrected because someone's moving so fucking slow. Because they have, I don't know, they didn't get information. Whatever this information is, whatever someone was going to say, would have been extremely helpful. It would have helped clear someone's mind. It would have gave them clarity. It would have gave them peace of mind. I don't know. It would have given them the missing puzzle piece to whatever the situation is. and someone took that from them. Like, I'm not telling so-and-so. I said I would, but who cares? That ain't important. Someone did that. Well, someone else might find that out. Whatever hidden information is here, whatever someone didn't receive, they're seeing. They're slowly seeing it, like, oh, like, what the fuck? You know, it's making me think, like, when you finally figure out something and you go, like, when someone goes, well, why didn't you reply to me, or why didn't you say blah blah blah, like, why didn't you call me back when I let you know this? They'll be like, let me know what? No one delivered that message to me, no one told me. And then they go, you fucking bitch, or whatever, like, why didn't you tell me that was important, you know? Because someone just didn't want you to know. They didn't care. They wanted to cause problems. Somebody just didn't want you to know something, apparently. I don't know. It's like making me think of someone who's just like blissfully unaware of whatever, and then all of a sudden they're going, oh my God, Becky, look at her butt. She's... Anyways. Oh goodness, I'm gonna keep coughing. I came out of nowhere. Look at her butt. Maybe somebody likes big butts, but gossip, drama. Because I was gonna say her ass is full of lies. Not for you, and blessed. Okay, well, not dealing with this person is a blessing in disguise for some of you, because this person is not supposed to be in your life. Whoever didn't deliver the message, whoever is the problem, is not supposed to be around you. And when you find out who did what, said what, whatever, who the real problem is, that's probably where the anger is going to come in. Like, fuck you. Like, I can't believe this. But it's a blessing that you can find that out. Something smells. Something smells fucking fishy here. Something stinks. I mean, I'm not literally smelling something, but the situation's stinky. You know what I mean? Like, something smells funny here. If it feels off, if it seems off, it fucking is, you know? It's pretty much what that is. There's a lot of scars in this situation, so I don't know if this person or whatever created a lot of past scars on your heart. I don't know. It's like past traumas and shit in here. Someone exiting your life is also a blessing in disguise. Yeah, someone ain't looking anymore. Someone did not receive the message. Oh my gosh, that's what it is. Because this person's paying attention, this one ain't. You know what I mean? Like in the upright, it's like, oh yeah, I see what's going on. I'm looking a little deeper at this. Like getting out the magnifying glass. This person's not looking into shit. They're not paying attention at all. They're not paying attention at all. Because they're probably sad. Or they're sad that you're not paying attention to them. A leg up. Someone feels like a ghost. I'm just saying, like nobody cares about them. Could be somebody around you who does need help. They need to get into their happy place, you know? I don't know, because I want to say, I tried to show you. I tried to help you see. I tried to provide you with clarity, but you didn't see. You wouldn't look. You didn't pay attention. You ignored me. You whatever. Like, you rejected my help. Somebody rejected your help. And for some reason, that's a blessing in disguise. I'm not exactly sure why. So let's see. Why is not for you here? It almost feels like the not for you. This person isn't for you because you would have, no matter who it is, friends, family, lover, whatever, the reason why they're not for you is because you would have to hold the whole relationship up. Like, it would always fall on your shoulders to keep it going, to, like, you would be the one to always reach out, to ask to visit, to whatever. Like, you would hold up the whole connection no matter what the connection is. It's like head game bullshit, and that's why this person is not right for you. So them not seeing sooner is actually a blessing in disguise, because it would have been a hell of a lot more work for you in the end. And it's not worth it. Because this feels like someone would have been like, they would have tried, like there's effort and then no effort. And then effort and then no effort. You know what I mean? Something like that, no matter who it is. Well, there's the truth with that. It's communication. Somebody is, I don't know, there's wordplay here. I don't know if this person's a pawn in someone's twisted game, or if you're a pawn in a game. Whatever it is, someone's being used. This person would use you, or they are. They're a user. It's like, oh, I'll talk to you because I can gain something out of this. So that could be where, watch out, shit could get ugly, because someone's being fucking shady and you know it. Like, for example, I don't like bringing up past crap, I'll keep shuffling, but I knew, like, in my heart of hearts, my intuition was screaming, this happened a little bit ago. I knew that the person living here was going to just up and leave. I just knew it. They were going to screw me over financially. And I would sit there and make myself sick over it, because I'd be like, is that really going to happen? No, that person would never do that to me. Yes, they would. No, they wouldn't. And I would do that in my mind, like, because I wanted to see the best in the situation, but I had this nagging fucking feeling that was going to happen. And I'm like, it's not true. It's not true. Like, I didn't want to believe it, basically. Well, it did happen exactly the way that I felt it would, and it sucked. So it's like I was prepared for it, because I felt it, I knew it, but I didn't want to believe it. That type of energy is going on here. With someone for different reasons. It's not just like a living situation thing. It's like when you get, that's the example, when you get that feeling and you start going back and forth, it's you arguing with yourself. It's your ego arguing with your heart, with your intuition. Like I feel this is wrong, or whatever, something's wrong here, but no, that person would never do that to me. Well, people suck sometimes, you know, because I keep saying in my readings too that there's someone that you trusted that you can't trust. 5 of Cups, yeah, sadness. Being left out of this person's life, or this person leaving you out, or hurting your feelings, or whatever, is a blessing in disguise. Because this person is not for you. This is head games, nothing but bullshit here. And you're not even looking at any of the cups. You're not looking at the 2 of Cups. You're single as a Pringle, doing your own thing. Probably looking inward and doing what you need to do for yourself, which is amazing. And that's probably where this blessing came in. Like, when somebody exited your life, whether it was a breakup or not, or you had to let somebody go, it's like, I'm not sitting here crying about this anymore. It's a blessing, because I healed from that past crap, and it empowered you. So you've healed from the past with that person and maybe different situations. It forced you to go within, which was a blessing all in itself, because it empowered you. Because you're not staring at the sadness. It's like, I'm not even looking at the past. I'm not looking at the fact that you went away. Like, I don't care. I'm not looking at love either, because I love myself, and this will come to me. I'm not going to sit there and focus on it. When the time is right, I will be blessed with that connection. You know what I mean? Like, with whoever it's supposed to be with. 3 of Pentacles. Working together. Yeah, someone's not paying attention to whatever you're working on. They don't want to work together with you, or someone's just not paying attention to their own fucking work. Like, pay attention to your work, pay attention to the details, like, stay focused. Someone is not focused. They could be distracted by their thoughts and stuff, but it's like, pay attention to what you're working on. It's important. whatever that is to you. Because, I mean, if you pay attention to the details and really focus on your work, you know, that's practice makes perfect, and you'll get better at it. But this is also, like, if you do... Okay, there's a couple things. If you're a light worker, tarot reader, or anything like that, pay attention to your own work, because there could be little nuggets of information in there for you yourself that you don't see or realize. But I also heard writing. Pay attention to your work. So if you write, whether it's for work or you just write like creatively, you blog, you do whatever, sometimes when we write things, it's automatic writing and we don't always realize it unless you sit down with that intention. So it's like, pay attention to your work, especially if you write things down, because those little notes, those little stories, those little tidbits, whatever it is, there's information in there that's true. It just didn't seem true when you first wrote it because it wasn't happening yet. There's something to do with writing that's significant for some of you. I said this in another reading too. IV could be significant, whether it's like an IV at a, you know, at a hospital or whatever. But IV is the number 4. So someone could be the 4th, like, you know, blah, 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 name the 4th, or 4 is significant as well. We have the Knight of Wands reversed. Yeah, somebody was definitely not rushing in to help your ass. I'm just saying. And when they need help, don't rush in to help them. You get what you fucking give. That's what that is. You get what you give. I'm in no hurry to help you. Well, guess what? I'm in no hurry to help you either. That's what this feels like to me. I'm in no rush to help your ass. Because I tried to, you didn't listen. Yeah, you're moving away from it. You're just focused on your finances and your family, you know, your responsibilities. If you really listen to your intuition, there will be financial success here, no matter what you do career-wise, because there's a new opportunity here. Whatever these new opportunities are for you that will build up success and happiness for you, keep it to yourself. Keep it to yourself. All right, so let's see here. I'm going to pull one of these. I don't know what the hell they're called. They're like soul cards or something. Let's see what your soul card has to say for today. It says, peace, bitches. Peace, bitches. Just give me one. I don't want this out here. So I'm going to clean this crap up. Kinda. I don't know. It's like all this stuff is staring me in the face and I don't like it. So someone might feel that way. All this information, all this crap is staring me right in the face and I don't want to face it. I don't like it. Someone doesn't like what you're saying, what you're doing. They don't like what they're hearing. Something along those lines. Like, somebody doesn't want to face the truth of a situation, of themselves even. Which, I said that. You know, that was one of the examples. Being in denial. Don't be in denial. That's a fucking river. And it's a long, treacherous river. How can I infuse more self-love and compassion into my daily life? I don't know. Let's see how. If your compassion does not include yourself, it is incomplete. That is very true. You can have a lot of compassion and love for other people, but you need to have it for yourself too. So if you're wrong about a situation, show yourself some compassion. It's okay if you fuck up, because we're all human and those are lessons. Unless you keep making the same mistakes, and then I think it's harder and harder, and it's not really much of a lesson if you ain't learning from it. You know what I mean? So today's soul action, something to do with a blue jay as well. Blue jays can be significant to some of you. Choose one self-care action to do today. So here's your homework, people. We have 10 things you can choose from. Set stronger boundaries. Meditate and listen to your heart. Speak to yourself with compassion. Focus on your strengths. Say no to something that isn't a soul yes. So if you ain't feeling it, say no. Say yes to something you are afraid of. Let go of what you cannot control. That's hard for most people. Stay far away from drama and negativity. Sometimes that's hard for people too. Just say, ask for help and allow it. Write down 3 things you are grateful for. If you forgot what I said, you can pause this and like screenshot it or whatever and pick one. Maybe do more than one. Do like a 10-day challenge. Do one thing each day. That would be cool. Maybe I'll do that too. But yep. Something to do with more passion and artificial intelligence. More passion and AI. Artificial intelligence. Huh. Whoa. There's a website here that's significant. A website is significant. I don't know if it's like a business site. If any of you are working on websites, creating one, but it's like .com, something .com. Some of them might be on, like, I don't know if they're on OnlyFans or if that's significant, but regardless of that, it could be, I don't know, something to do with passion. There's a passion website. It's like online love. But this feels fake. Like online, this doesn't feel like a dating site. It's not. Okay, this is weird. I don't know who this is for, but there's someone who's like, what the fuck is this? I don't know if it's what website this is or where, how it's happening, but it's making me artificial intelligence. Someone's in love with an AI, but they don't know it. So it's not like you're in love with a robot, you know, like, well, maybe someone's pretty robotic, but this is fucking very small and weird. Because it's making me think of voice recognition. Like, you know how you have that on your phone recognizes your voice and whatever, and then Siri's like, oh, hey, how can I fucking help you? And then she doesn't help you because she sucks. But regardless of that, it's like mimicking someone's voice. Like, okay, like you have a voice recording of me, for example, of yourself, whatever. Like, so you have my voice because it's in this video, it's whatever. And then someone can take that, if they're tech savvy enough, I don't know how the fuck to do this, but it's something where it's like mimicking someone's voice. So if you're talking to them on the phone or through a chat or whatever, well, if it's a chat, it wouldn't, like, it would be a voice thing, whatever it is. Because it's almost like I want to call because I need to make sure it's really you kind of thing. Someone used an AI, like they copied someone's voice. How the fuck would you even do that? You know what I mean? But that did happen to somebody. It did. I don't know who, but I don't know if it was just on the phone or if it's copying someone's voice online, because I mentioned a website. Okay, because a while ago, this is popping up too, so this could be happening to some of you, especially if you're light workers or if you do anything online. You create content of any kind, no matter what it is. Somebody could be copying your work because it's artificial intelligence, so people might think it's really you, like a second channel. Oh my God. Like a second channel or something, but it's not you. It's somebody else with your fucking voice or something. It's artificial intelligence, but it's not on the same platform. It's on like a different website where you wouldn't see it. Something like that is going on for someone. I wonder if that's why I wanted to start a second fucking channel the other day, because I kept thinking of that and I'm like, And then Spirit told me not to, so I was like, okay, well, what the fuck was that all about? That's how messages come in sometimes, no matter who they're for, because, Spirit knows that I'll deliver it. But some of you have content out there that you didn't even know that you had. Because it ain't you. That's fucking fraud and a half, just saying. People can go to jail for shit like that. Especially if they're making money off of your content and your name. Or if they're doing anything inappropriate. The fuse has been lit. Someone's not happy. Or you're going to be pissed when you find this out, especially if it's about you. Wow, with technology, it's so amazing that we have tech like this, those capabilities, but it's fucking terrifying at the same time. You know what I mean? It's just like, let's go back to the simpler days, because I don't understand any of that shit, and 90% of people don't, because we're just everyday Joe Schmoes, and we're not looking to creep on people or steal from people, but some people use all that crap to their advantage, They think that they're the master of their own universe, but guess what? They ain't. They ain't. Anyways, I love you guys. If that's you, then, maybe look into it. I don't know how the hell you'd find it, because it's probably somewhere that you would never even look. Because usually that's what happens when people try to get away with shit. They're not going to make it obvious. You know what I mean? But anyways, I love you guys. Peace.